We go.
Are you Ms. Harden?
Yes.
I understand you had made a request to speak to the commission on an item on the agenda?
Yes.
Okay. As is customary, we'll allow for 5 minutes to make the presentation.
Can I sit here? Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Danelle Harden. I am sister to Ronald Greene, who was murdered back on May 10th of 2019. I'm here to express my concern because you guys are questioning whether or not John Clary and Corey York should be paid on administrative leave. After being on that video that you guys all saw, there should be no question whether or not these men should be paid on administrative leave. They should be fired. It's been 3.5 years, almost 4 years, and my family, we still haven't begun to heal, to move forward. After seeing my brother being excessively tased, punched, and choked, you saw it. So there shouldn't be no question whether or not these men are paid or not. They should be fired. And so my other concern is there was swift action taken to fire Mr. Carl Cavalier for just speaking up, whereas he wasn't even on the scene. So how's it that you guys keep these murderers on payroll, still patrolling the streets here in Louisiana, but you guys fire the good cop? Doesn't make sense. So I just don't understand why is it so hard to do right? You know, why is it that doing bad is becoming a popular thing? So I'm just here to express that my family and I were ready to start the healing process, but we cannot heal until real action has been taken on the Ronald Greene case. If you guys could hold these men accountable, because if you do not hold John Clary, Corey York, Dakota DeMoss, Floyd McElroy, Christopher Harpin, all those men that were on the scene, we're never going to see change here in Louisiana. And so my goal is, I'd like to just reimagine public safety for my people. I still have relatives that live here, and none of them are here that reside in Louisiana because they're scared. So again, we just want to heal. We want to move forward. And we cannot move forward until the wrongs have been made right. And that's all I have to say.
I want to thank you, Ms. Harden, for coming forth. I know it's a difficult time for you. I know it's a difficult time for your family, and certainly a difficult time to have to come before us and express your feelings. And we appreciate you doing that. I just want to make clear what the issues are that are presently pending before the commission today. And the issue is the request by the department to place two of the individuals that you named on leave without pay. The other issue is whether or not, unrelated to the incidents that are alleged in this incident, whether they accumulated some leave. We're not considering whether we're giving them anything that they have not already accumulated during the course of their deployment. This commission does not have the power to take away from those individuals leave that they have already accumulated. We don't have that power. Constitutionally, we can't take the leave that they've accumulated away from them. So we just want to make sure we're on the same page as to what issues we're actually considering today. At some point, there are going to be appeals related to the action, the employment action of the state, but that's not what we're looking at today either, okay? So, I appreciate your comments, sir. Yes, sir, Commissioner Crawford.
Just to further expand on your comments and to be clear to the public that we're not providing anything to the officers such as could be construed to be a paid vacation. This time that officers have accumulated, and I'm going to do a hypothetical, not even speaking in this situation. If an officer leaves and separates service from the state police, whether that's through his own actions or that's the actions of the appointing authority removing that individual, the state has to pay them for any outstanding balance that they have for leave. And so in the motion that's been made here, all it does is allow them to use that leave that would be paid to them at some point anyway until their appeal is heard. So I want to be clear on that. This body, if this motion passes, is not giving them anything. It is something that they have accumulated over their time at work that would be able to be used by an officer or to be paid by the state, by law, upon their separation of service. So that's what
Just one second. I do want to make a clarification on something we said earlier, that if they're terminated, they still get to use their leave. There is a limitation of the use of up to 300 hours, but under the system, until there is a final decision by this body, which we can't make today, and when we hear the evidence on that and the issue of the appeal is presented, we may or may not, not prejudging that issue, may or may not affirm the termination or the separation of these particular troopers. But in the meantime, before that actually becomes an official termination, whether it's timely or not, it's beyond our control to take that additional time away from them, and they're entitled to use that time. So I just want to make a clarification on something we said earlier. If there's a final separation, then they are reduced down to 300 hours. But that has not yet, maybe untimely so, but has not yet occurred. We don't have the power to take it away at this point. So it's been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor?
I.
Any opposed? The ayes have it.